And he said, honestly, fellas, a lot of beta males in the world due to how they were raised in a single parent's home.
This is true. A lot of single mothers have ruined male children.
Yes. They raise the men that they hate.
Yeah, y'all did that podcast. I know y'all said
it's the truth.
I mean, it is though.
They raise the men that they.
Not in every situation, but a lot of women raise boys just like the men that they have in their life that they hate or mistreat them.
Mm-hmm.
And you do this not purposely, not consciously. You do it subconsciously because, like, let's say you date a dude that beats you up, right? And the little boy sees it. So first thing he sees is he wants to cry and be in pain because a man is beating on his mama, right? That's the first thing. Then let's say he gets a little older. What does he see? His mom still dating dudes beating on him. Okay, so one or two things happen. He gets old enough to either defend her, or he gets old enough to date a woman, and when things don't go his way, he's beating on her, trying to control her.
I don't know.
Now you're not an alpha male because you punch a woman out.
No.
But you're an alpha male in your mind because you're in control of the situation. Because she's gullible enough to let you do that.
But I don't feel like if you have to punch a woman out that you can control the situation. You actually not.
This is true. But like I said, like, okay, when you take a little boy, a baby, and you pop him and he starts crying, and then you say, don't cry, that's a sissy. You're doing one or two things. You're conditioning him to get hit, and you're teaching him that when you cry, you're wrong. When you get a baby, a son, and your female that you have this baby by pops her child and says, I want you to be tough, man up. That's not how you man up. That's not how you train a boy to be a man. Telling him that he's a pussy or a wimp because he's crying, that doesn't ascertain, oh, okay, so I'm gonna stop crying. No, it ascertains a dislike. And the person he dislikes the most right now is his mama because she's hitting him. But, so when he gets in a relationship, you're not gonna talk crazy to me. I'll hit you.
But okay,
this is how I've been conditioned to deal with my issues.
This is the thing about it. Everybody's not chemically structured the same.
You're right.
So there's a chance, like I'm the only one in my family working out. Period. I'm the only one in my family take fitness to heart. So when I go out for Thanksgiving, I go out to Christmas stuff. I'm often before I eat, I go run. Cause I don't want that food to sit on me, and I just want, and you know what I'm saying? I look like an outcast of my family, bro.
Okay.
So she raised all us pretty much the same. So why am I doing different stuff?
Because that's something you grew into.
Yes, but that's what I'm trying to say. When you say that if somebody hits you, you condition them to take hit, not necessarily true.
It is.
Not all for everybody. Everybody can structure the same way.
It's not a guarantee that your child's gonna hit somebody back.
Yeah.
But eventually you're gonna instill that in them too. Don't let nobody hit you. If somebody hits you, hit them back. But if you're hitting them, this is what they're learning. And like I say all the time, there's only two responses from anything you do. You either do the same thing, or you do something totally different from whatever the outcome was. My mom used to tell me I act just like my father. I've never been on drugs, right? He was on drugs sometime. I've beat the shit out of a lot of people based on that comment alone from my mother. And when I got old enough, when I was like 10, somewhere between 10 and 13, my auntie told me, I used to say, when I have children, 10 and 13, when I have a kid, I'm not going to treat him like my dad did me. And I don't.
Well, so that's what I'm trying to say.
But it's those two roles, though. It's only two.
Yeah. But it's two roles. That's all I was saying.
It is two roles.
That's all I was saying, that everybody's not going to take to that one role.
No.
I say everybody like structured different. So one person going to either hate it or one person going to relate to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's like the difference between me and you. So let's say like your mom whooped you because whatever she whooped you for, and you took it and thought about it. My mom used to hit me. I take it and I go in the streets and whoop somebody else.
Yeah. See, I take it like this right here.
But I'm saying that's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? You can take it, relate to it, learn from it, whatever. Every time my mother hit me, like when I got 15, 16, my mom swung on me. I ain't talking about hit with no belt no more, no stitcher cord or iron cord, because she did that shit too. But she actually swung on me. Like, she hit me with a left hook, dropped me to a knee.
Yeah.
I got up and I told her, I'm finna go beat the shit out of somebody. Well, I don't give a fuck as long as it ain't me. I hit the street and I found somebody who just said the lightest thing or something. Motherfucker said, I said, what's up? And he didn't speak. Okay.
But I still believe that you structure a certain way, bro. And that's what you want to be similar to. Even if your mom would have came out and said, look, now go in your room and think about that. When you go back out, that not mean you ain't gonna whoop somebody.
True.
Just because she didn't tell you to whoop somebody else. Like, it's just how you structure and how you look at life and your chemistry and your bond with your mom. See, my mom used to whoop us, and when she whooped me, she cried.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point now.
I mean, she told me why she whooped me.
You would say one of the worst punishment for me and my mom?
What?
The disappointment. To see her cry, period. So she got to a point she didn't even have to hit me no more. Just seeing my mama crying and being down and stuff was a whooping out this world. And I took that to heart. Now my brother, no offense, my brother Virgo, he don't care about the tears.
I mean, I felt that way.
You know what I'm saying? He don't care about the tears.
True.
The tears don't do nothing to him.
I felt that way.
So yeah, we live in the same house. We get the same punishment. We get the same treatment. But for some reason, my mama disapproval, my mama sadness, bring me to one knee. My brother like, that ain't enough. You got to pull the game out the wall, break the TV, everything else.
Everybody's different.
Still he gonna look up there like this right here. Like, that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
There's also a lot of generational curses in African American society that's hard to break. I agree, Slim. Cause and effect. Everyone responds differently, but the cause is still the cause. Did the chicken or the egg come first? Did the man leave because he weak or because the woman drove him off?
It could be both. Well, go ahead. Rest of that. Let's say answer that.
Which question? Which part of the
Did
question?
the chicken or the egg come first? Did the man leave because he weak or because the woman drove him off?
Most of the time, I think men leave because women drive them off. Actually, most of the time, women are the ones who running off. You know what I'm saying? But
is it because he's weak or because she did it? And wouldn't that be the same way?
She did it. I would say because most guys are relationship minded, and you know what I'm saying. Nowadays, these women are cutting guys loose for whatever reason, for no reason actually, but.
I think men cut women loose. We like polar opposites today.
We used to.
Man.
But the way these alpha females respond to that's how they do us now.
Man, I just know a lot of women that they will take a lot of jump just to be in a relationship.
Not no more. Not as much as you think.
Man, the ones I'm talking to, man, and I can't put people in now. Like I said, I get hit up on IG a lot. So now, I'm going to tell you all this. The stuff I be coming up with is just not my mind. Like, I be mentoring a lot of people who come through my IG. And I don't share their stories because they tell me not to share them. But from what my knowledge is, a lot of women are taking a lot of jump just to be in a relationship. Not saying that all women are the same, but I know for a fact.
Okay, and I'm
going
to tell you why.
Okay.
A lot of people that you mentor or that I talk to, or even said possibly, these women are damaged women. They're hurt. They might be they may think less of themselves right now. But these alpha women, the ones that we've been talking about, that strive to be alpha everything, they don't need us around. They have a mentality that degrades men, masculinity. Once they take away your masculinity, you are susceptible to their pain that they put upon you. Once you feel like, okay, I need this woman, because whatever in you drove you to be like, I need her, and then she showed this alpha female, and she shits on you, or she shits on your advances, you just damaged that man. He may not have been damaged before, but you just damaged him. Now he's less than what he was before he met you, going into another relationship. He can't get better until he heals, just like women used to. They couldn't get better until they healed.
I just believe that, like, I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. I just feel like it's a closer balance than what people think it is. Like I say, it's not all women hold on to men.
It's not all anything.
But it's some situations where it's closer than what people think it is. A lot of people think that it's women letting these guys go or like that, when it's the guys letting the woman go, and the woman look around and don't nobody want to be with them. So they settle for that situation all over again. And I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Well, okay, it's you said a few things right there. One, you don't see videos of dudes throwing all their girlfriend clothes out the window. You see it the other way around all the time, right? And then when you say settle, I think that word right there, I mean, it's more of women come to reality. It's not they settling. They are realizing that one, they set their bar too high. Too high. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Like, okay, and I'm not talking about like to accept the man that's cheating and all that stuff. But you see women getting rid of dudes for the stupidest reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then you looking for Mr. Perfect only to realize Mr. Perfect don't exist, but now you at a certain age.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you want to try to go out and get somebody. I totally, because that person got
said, bro, I totally agree with you saying. But like I'm saying, it's just how can I say this? You know how what he just said is 100% what I agree on. But I'm saying, like, they're still kind of going to what I'm playing at. Like, when they get a certain age, they're willing to take a lot more, not foolishness, stupidness, but stuff that's not on that high standard. So that's what I'm saying. They want to be in relationships more, and they're putting up with more stuff that they wouldn't normally put up with.
When you call that coming down to reality?
Yeah. You can call it that. You can call it that.
Cause and effect. Everyone respond. Okay, we read that one. Being heard and make know you better is so important to a child's well-being and the start of being able to develop self-worth. Make it known. Men today are feminine, and they are attracted to masculine women. That's the problem. That's the women that we're speaking to. We're not speaking to the masculine man that's losing his stable ground dealing with a feminine woman because he's giving in here and there. We're talking about masculine women destroying feminine men. I don't know about that. Nobody's weak. Hell no. A lot of us are not putting up with the crap anymore. Too many of us have seen and been through abuse. This is true. That's from a woman's point of view. Not me, but the same thing can be said about alpha men as well.
Hold on, Sam. Why you say yeah? Go ahead, bro. Hold on. Let's see it jump in there right quick. We'll read the rest of the comment.
Well, I mean, women have conditioned themselves to be the victim. So when they say, oh, abuse, all of a sudden, any verbiage, any language, any slang, any ebonics that a man use is deemed abusive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now, especially with this cancel culture. So it's like, all of a sudden, all women are abused. You know what I'm saying? No man know how to talk to a woman. You know,
Single mothers raise boys they can control. Then the boy grow up and attracted to women who control him.
Right.
Who said that?
That's Harrison.
I disagree.
And ain't that the type? I disagree. That's kind of true.
That's pretty much the topic.
I disagree.
You ever seen the thug dude who get into trouble in the street and it's the woman who can stop him from fighting?
My mom taught me how to respect women. My mama taught me.
We're not saying she didn't.
But hold on. If my mom, out of all three, I'm probably the most close one she can control when I was young. So I don't look for a woman that can control me. I don't.
You look for a lot of your mother and women.
I do, but that's not a control factor though. Like when a woman is in a relationship with me, she know I'm the alpha man. Now I sit back, like I said before, and she got kids and stuff, and I'll watch and see how things go and follow before I jump into a pool I don't know nothing about.
Right.
That's part of me dating somebody is accepting their kids and their lifestyle a little bit. But ain't nobody ever just made me just sit. Now I ain't gonna lie. In my younger days, when I was immature and I had to find my way and stuff like that, yeah, a girl might talk to me crazy here and there. I ain't know how to react to. I may overreact, underreact. But that's just growing up from a boy to a man. Right. But now it's like, it's certain things I don't care about. If I don't care about it and she does it better than me, like we together and I'm not good at finances, but you know I'm good at finances. If I wasn't good at finances, I don't care if she do that. Right. That don't mean she control everything. That's true. It's the fact that, hey.
You're a well-stable man.
Yeah, I do.
You got a fair balance.
Yeah.
Some kind of way.
So I don't
know what men played a part in your life growing up. Your mother did a good job.
Thank you, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you, bro.
That's it. All right.
And
but there's a lot of other men.
Yeah.
Other than you, your brother, if you would need say, it didn't work out the same way.
Yeah. I feel, and the thing about it though is,
okay. So when you jumping at hurdle, when you jumping at that pool,
Yeah.
and you feel that we're slandering men that are raised by a single mother, we're not talking about you.
Well, I ain't talking. I don't feel like y'all slander. I'm not saying
you're
y'all
not part of
slander.
that demographic.
I'm just saying, like, this is what I'm trying to say. I always want to see things from both sides of the fence.
But you can't.
You can't.
Because you don't. You don't.
You can't.
But you don't though.
You can see two scenarios.
But I'm saying every time that topic come up,
Yeah.
you think of your scenario.
Yeah, because I gotta believe.
But at the same token, there's the other side of that coin.
Yeah, but I gotta believe that just like everybody say all the time that there are different people out there. There are people who got good hearts and stuff like that. There are some people that think outside the box.
I got a good heart.
And I mean, I'm being honest. Like we could look on the outside and say, "Dang, this girl right here, she doing this, she doing that. Oh, he a beta." And we don't go to their house. We don't know what he really saying to her, what he got going on. It's some things like me that a woman can take over, and because I'll allow it as an alpha man, I'll allow it.
That's not being beta.
Yeah. Though I'm just talking.
Right.
I'm not the flip. But I'm just saying, like, y'all can see me out and be like, dang, she running this, she running this, running that. But y'all don't even know how the household really goes. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm never gonna take on a project or do something that she does it better than me in a relationship, because the better person want to do that.
Point of matter.
Yeah.
When you ran into the little situation the other night, last night, that dude was not an alpha.
Yeah, I know for a fact.
But this is what I'm saying. He was a beta trying to be an alpha till he realized he was talking to an alpha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have approached another alpha like that, y'all would have just had to fight.
But you say other dude was a beta too.
Well, he was. He was a beta in the sense that he let her dictate how he feels.
But not okay.
But he wasn't a disrespectful beta.
Let me say something right
quick. This beta was a disrespectful one.
Let me say that right quick.
So when you put your hand out, if a motherfucker do this shit, he want to fight.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm asking both of y'all this. Mm-hmm. Remember I just said that we don't know how things are done in his household.
That's true.
So did that qualify him as a beta because he acted that way now? We don't know if he went in that car and said, look, don't you ever fucking embarrass me like that ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like
you don't know that.
You know what I'm saying?
But his character at that moment.
Right.
At that moment.
I don't know, bro.
Just like, okay.
It's hard to hold your tongue.
Hold on. This is what I'm saying.
Cool.
So let's say you're a narcissist.
Yeah.
All you care about is you, and all you talk about is how great you are.
Yeah.
You can come off that way to a person. Mm-hmm. That's their first impression.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're a narcissist in everything you do, but when they first met you, you're a narcissist. Mm-hmm. So when they look at you, they don't think you're a narcissist, right? Mm-hmm. Until they get to know you and see another side of you, you're a narcissist in their eyes, to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You walk in the club, you be like, bitch, you know, like this stupid ass song, got a lot of dough, or whatever, however the shit go.
Yeah.
You do that shit to somebody and they jump, you take them as being afraid of you. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're just being on their toes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah.
But at the same token, if you swing on them, then you find out if they about that life or they not. But just jumping at a person,
it's just the
they
thing
give
about
you an
it,
impression.
Here's the thing about it. I'm gonna tell you.
Man,
go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I was
go ahead.
going to add a quick story to that because I agree with you so much. I went to Georgia to get some lotto tickets. We in the truck stop, right over the line.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's a KFC and a Taco Bell connected.
Okay.
The KFC was closed. We didn't know, so we go in there. As soon as I walk in, dude in the back, like just chilling at the table. Hey, nice shoes, bro. Okay, I had them J's. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I'm from Birmingham, right? Mm-hmm. I already know what this means. How I respond to him is gonna be how he react. His next move.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said, hey, appreciate that big dog. They your size. Just like that. I want to see what you gonna say now because he wanted to size me up to see what my reaction was gonna be. Hey, nice shoe. He didn't just be like, hey man, nice shoe. You know how niggas give it a compliment.
Right.
He was sizing me up.
Yeah.
So I gave it back to him. Appreciate that, bro. They your size. Come get him. Come on, get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, now let me see what you gonna say. Mm-hmm. I turned around. It's a white dude with his girlfriend tatted up from, I'm talking about all the way down.
Of course.
All the way down. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Like, what's happening? He ain't say nothing. So I turned around and ordered the food. But like you said, it's those impressions.
Yeah.
I came in laughing and joking.
Yeah, those first impressions.
Yeah, so I'm like, no.
I got a story, and this is my worst story.
Uh-oh.
So I had to been 14 or 15, and there was these two girls that stayed above me, and in the neighborhood I stayed in was Evergreen Bottom down here in Birmingham, and it was a gang at the time. It was a gang at the time called A5 Side. Or clique or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't really a gang, they were a clique. And so one of their members was talking real reckless. And so I was playing that shy role. And he was like, man, I'll slap the shit out of that. Please don't do it, whatever. So finally, later that night, I guess he got fed up, or his ego got fed up enough. He like, I'm gonna try this nigga. So I'm sitting on the car, and he grabbed by my pants and snatched me out the car, and I bucked. Oh, okay, that's where that dog at. I said, look, man, just don't put your hands on me, all right? You can call me all kind of pussies or say what you want to say about me, how you gonna hit me this, just don't put your hands on me. Oh, you about that life? And I looked this way, and that man swung, hit me in my eye. Now, if you've never been in a fight, or you've never been punched in your eye, when you get punched in your eye, you immediately stop fighting because you can't see. It hurts. If somebody just punched you directly in your fucking eye, and you're not paying no attention, it hurts, you can't see. So every punch after that, I didn't feel shit. I promise. And he hit me. And so he tried to suplex me. Because down here, that's what they like to wrestle and fight. So I went on and let him suplex me because I stood up and let it happen. I'm still holding my eye. So I get up, I'm walking towards my house. He picked up a stick. You better get your ass from around here. All right. I go in the house. As soon as I can blink and see again, I grab the hammer. I went back outside. He disappeared. He flew away. I don't know why. You tough guy, right? You got a stick, I got a hammer. You got reach on me. But if I hit your ass, it's gonna be a wrap. All this tough shit gonna be a wrap. Everybody like, man, you shouldn't have let him do you like that. Okay. More of the story. A couple weeks later, my dad was on drugs. He gave my mom's car to this dude. He's speeding up the block of my mom's car. I called him at the light, because my mom was like, get my car back. She was crying, she was mad. Called him at the light with that 22 ad on me. I said, if you don't get the fuck out of my mom's car, I'm going to shoot the shot your ass. Now, I could have shot him because he punched me in my eye. I ain't give a fuck about that. He was in my mama's car, my mom was sad, like you say. She was crying. So I told that man, if he didn't get the fuck out of my mom's car, I'm going to shoot his ass. Miraculously, the car was back at the house in 30 minutes. That's that story. So
Black Butterfly say we normalize abuse in society, particularly in this black community. Black men and women have abused one another.
We have.
We just don't want to call it abuse because we have normalized to it.
We have.
And call it love.
We have.
No, you can't. Okay, Jay said no. You can't speak for all women, and some women don't become victims by choice. That's BS. Then some men be trying to flip it and make women who've been through real abuse think that's what they want to be.
But men have been abused too.
I was just about to say, I appreciate that.
Like Said was trying to say at one point, he said, it's women always saying what a man is doing to them is abusive. I know men that take women calling them F dudes, B's, P's, degrading things, saying you'll never be a real man, you're not such and such, you're not this, you won't measure up to that. These are also abusive things. Just because she's not boxing his ass around for 3 rounds, don't mean she's not being abusive.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all.
Abuse comes in all kind of forms.
I'm gonna ask y'all both a question, and y'all audience out here to say this right quick. Why do we act like this is it?
What do you mean?
What social media give us, what this narrative of being in a black relationship, black community, this is it for us. Because like, people can throw rocks at me all the time about the women I choose to date, but it's a reason why I'm choosing them. To avoid all this shit we've been talking about on this podcast.
Absolutely.
And I don't care what color they are. If they got that strapped with them, I don't have to deal with that. True. And a lot of times people feel like they have to deal with these situations. Like because, this is all we have. Because
like what you said, the people you counsel, they're left to settle with what they have to settle with.
Yes, but I'm always telling them, look, you don't have to be there.
That's what you telling them. If you thought you wasn't shit, right? Didn't know how to dress, didn't think you were cute, and some dude or some girl like, hey, you're a handsome brother. But you don't believe it, it never registers.
But the thing about it though is, if you hang around people or a culture, not a color, but a culture of people who want you to be here, you can't never be this high. I ain't gonna say the word, but you know what code it is. You can't be better than them, bro, because they'll rob you and bring you down. You can't be lower than them because now you begging, you Felicia. If you hang around them perimeters, then you're going to keep running into the same people, and the narrative is going to be the same of who getting abused, who's a victim, who deserves what, who this and that. So what I do is, I talk to people, right?
But a lot of people don't know how to get out of their own.
Yes. So this is what I'm trying to say.
Like a lot of people live in a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, Chief.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, you got people in California gangbang their whole life.
Yeah.
Ain't never been past their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Only part past their neighborhood they've been is a couple of extra blocks, and they ran into the enemy. And you know what? I ain't going that way no more.
And I want to add something to what you
They
said.
don't get in the car and take an Uber and go on the other side of the world or the other side of town and see how other people live.
And I'm asking something to what you said, bro, about my mom's, about me wanting to date people like my mom. My mama got this one side of her that I really don't like. Two sides, actually.
Okay.
Number one, she tried to get the most before she get the least first.
Okay.
So she be like, I'm going to train so hard, I'm going to be able to do American Ninja.
I can do that.
Just walk
Just
every
walk.
day.
Yeah, just walk every day.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to train MMA like you do. Mama, just stick to your diet and just do a little bit by little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But she jumps for the head. Okay, so I have that a little bit in me, but not a lot. So another thing too, the looking for people need help. She's Scorpio though, so she needs. I don't know why he didn't call me. Your brother was out all night. He grown. He older than me. That's how he is now. He's not gonna change. Your Virgo. He's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? No offense. He's not gonna change now.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? He's not an
true.
immature Virgo. He's
That's
Virgo.
true.
He made. So I'm like, stop looking for people to build you up. And when they disappoint you for not doing what you would do, then you get even worse down. So what do? I isolate myself. I ain't get me wrong. I do isolate myself. But when I do come out and say hi to everybody, I expect everybody to do what they do, not what I do.
Okay. Now I'm gonna answer that with this.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I don't
That's
speak
true.
of what my mom does